Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. Much better. I was in sync. Not like the band, but in sync. Anyways. Hello. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Unfolding Hour. This is actually a bonus episode that we are offering our Patreon members. But since it's the first Patreon one, we're going to make it free for everyone. And it's a little bonus one because it's a holiday weekend or week coming up. So we got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and we just wanted to give a little extra to the people, get things going. But I forgot to introduce myself. But most of y'all already know us. Any new people won't know us. I'm Pablo.
I'm Morella.
And this is The Unfolding Hour,
where we read scattered stories from the internet. Because we're all scatterbrains here.
Yes.
In Leclerc, we all fam.
Why are you stuck on that TikTok sound?
I don't know.
You've been saying it for like the past week.
It's funny.
And then when it first came out, you were saying it on repeat.
It's funny.
It is funny. I do have a very lighthearted one first. It's really just to make it funny. I think you'll like it. It'd be really cool if your brother was here because then it'd be even funnier. You guys could talk about it a little bit more.
Okay.
But this is coming from the subreddit Ask Reddit, where people just ask questions, anything.
I'm familiar.
Oh, okay. And this person asked, do you get $1 billion?
Oh.
Not do you. You get $1 billion if you can start a massive argument at your family's Thanksgiving dinner. What's your game plan?
You get $1 billion to start an argument?
Start a massive argument at your family's Thanksgiving dinner. How would you start it?
I don't know. I feel like the people that would probably get into it the quickest probably my parents, my mom, my dad. It'd
But
be something. I don't know. Probably like bringing up something my dad's done in the past that has made my mom mad.
Do you have anything that you can think of, or just in general, just like dumb things he's done?
Just dumb things he's done. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I was really good at like starting stuff between my parents all the time. Like I would bring
You're always starting stuff. Whenever we're with your parents, you're always trying to start things.
I like to instigate things.
Yes, you do. With your parents, with your brother, with your sister, whoever. Maybe you always like to instigate.
I do. So I feel like this is made for me. But I don't know. I feel like it's more in the moment for me. I don't really have anything off the top of my head. But that's a good one.
Yeah.
We need to ask my brother what his take on that
his game plan would be.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what I would do for my family, but I can't really think of anything. It'd probably be the same thing, just kind of bring up dumb things my dad has done before in the past. But my mom wouldn't really get mad. I know a way to get my mom mad and argue with me. It was just religious stuff.
Yeah.
Because, she's very Catholic and whatnot. So
that's true.
If I would say anything against it, she always gets riled up. And I love to do it, honestly. I do it all the time just because it gets her riled up and it's funny.
Yeah.
Half the time now she just laughs about it because she knows I'm just joking. But the top comment for this one was, I would announce I'm getting $1 billion and I'm only sharing it with my favorite person in the family. Can you guess who my favorite is? And they just start going at it.
That's funny.
Who's your favorite person in your family?
Probably my little sister, just because we have more in common. We have a lot in common.
Like?
Well, I said little. She's
little.
Is she a teenager? Is she a preteen?
How old is she? She's 13. No, she's a teenager officially.
She's a teenager. I don't know what that says about me, but we have the same music taste.
Big Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Shout out Taylor Swift. Shout out Olivia Rodrigo. Shout out Gracie Abrams. Shout out Chapel Roan. But then again, I feel like that's also like 90% of the people on the planet that like that music.
I do have a coworker that's a closeted Swiftie. And I hope he doesn't see this anytime soon because I haven't confronted him about it. But
you're gonna out
I've
him
told
on
you
the
about
pod.
it. No, I mean, no names are being said, but he's definitely a closeted Swiftie. I've had multiple instances where I see him jamming onto Taylor Swift at work.
But like deep cuts.
No, yeah, they're not like, oh, you know, blank space or anything. Like he's listening to the OG Taylor
We're
Swift
talking
songs
like the Archer,
Evermore, Folklore. By the way, I'm a big Swiftie. She made me into a huge Swiftie, so I know. I don't want to say I know all the songs, but
you know, a good amount.
90%? Is that fair? No, because Debut and Fearless, I don't really know many, and Sparks Fly. But Sparks Fly is a banger of an album, by the way. I've always said it.
Is that are you joking?
It's Enchanted. Oh my God.
I was like, I don't know if this is a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Haha.
But you still haven't said the album.
It's not Enchanted?
No.
What's the name of the album?
Speak Now.
Speak Now. Oh my God. It's literally
like,
right over there
what?
too. Dang. Now people are going to think I'm really not a Swiftie.
Yeah.
They're going to say I'm fake.
Yeah. Fake fan.
They're going to think I jumped on the bandwagon because of Travis Kelce.
You did.
No, she made Travis Kelce famous. Anyways, yeah, I just thought that was a nice little lighthearted way to get started. It's funny. Go ahead, anyone that's listening, just put in the comments how you would start an argument with your family at Thanksgiving. I know most people will probably say, well, my family always argues at Thanksgiving because it's like a thing.
Yeah.
But a massive argument. I thought that was funny. On that, I was wondering if your family has any Thanksgiving traditions. I mean, we've been married for 4 years now, but we've had Thanksgiving with them twice or 3 times. Have we had Thanksgiving every? No.
Yeah.
We had once at the apartment. They came over, and this little tiny apartment we had, it was actually really cute. And then the other 2 times we weren't here. And what's the last time? Because it's going to be the 5th Thanksgiving. So there was last year. What did we do? It was here. It had to have been here.
It was here. Peter came.
Ooh. We just...
Just going to dox him.
Yeah. Well.
Quick. Peter.
Oh, we just dox ourselves. We'll bleep that out. My God. What was that about?
I don't know. I just felt like getting crazy for a second.
Oh my God. Shout out Peter. He's actually a photographer. And he's got a website. He was showing it to me today.
He's from...
Oh my God. Let's not really dox him. We'll bleep that out too. But he's a photographer. I guess I can't really dox him if I put his website down in our description.
You're going to put his description down there?
His website, yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe I should get permission first. Or maybe I should surprise him. He would like it.
Yeah.
But anyways, any traditions from your family?
No, not really, to be honest, other than having anything other than turkey to eat.
That's funny. We always had turkey. And I was surprised the one time you had turkey with us, remember?
Yeah.
It was the first time you had turkey with my family.
I'm not a turkey girl.
Really?
No.
I love turkey. At least the way my mom does it. It's really, really good.
I'm all about not turkey.
What do you guys usually have? Ham?
No, we just do whatever.
Like a steak or something?
Something.
You don't have like a go-to meal?
Mm-mm. We just do whatever. And that actually reminded me that I literally was on Reddit and people were talking about like their non-traditional things, and people Or like, yeah, one day we just got tired of turkey and we just started having steak and shrimp for Thanksgiving, or sushi, or fajitas, or whatever. And I am
All about it.
1,000% behind that for sure.
I don't know. I think I'm a little old school. I really love my turkey on Thanksgiving. The turkey, the mashed potatoes, the rolls, the green beans.
The sides are good. I like the sides. I don't mind. The sides are fine, but I would change the turkey. Ham's okay, but I would rather have like a prime rib or even a chicken, roasted chicken or something like that.
Okay. I think we had prime rib, right?
Yeah.
The first
I
year
think we
your
did
parents came
last
over?
year.
Last year, that's what it was.
Did we? Last year? I don't know.
One of the years, I don't remember. But we haven't had turkey since we got married, huh?
Mm-mm.
Dang. Well, at least I haven't, because you normally don't. But one little tradition that we have, kind of in our own family,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't done it the last year, just the last year, I think. And that's because you were pregnant. But we started going out of the country every Thanksgiving. Since we already have, Thursday, Friday off, we would normally just request off the Wednesday or the Monday after for work, make it like a 5 or 6 day trip. And the first year we went to, was Spain the first year, or was it Mexico?
Mexico.
Mexico was the first year. And that was really fun.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, we went to Spain, we went to Madrid and Barcelona. We took a little train. It was actually really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Which I miss it.
Yeah.
But
Thanksgiving trips were fun.
yeah, they are. I wish we could do it this year, but our baby's a little too young to be traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be cool.
It would be fun.
Did you have anything? You said you had a couple short stories.
Yeah. They're super short, just little funny things that have gone on around the country, I guess. For people on Thanksgiving.
Longest pause ever.
Sorry. So, I guess we could start off. This is probably the strongest one that I have, maybe. I don't know.
You say this all the time, but your stories are always on point.
No, this one is just literally, they're just a couple of sentences for the most part. So all of these that I have are from Ask Reddit. So the first one is they asked, what was that incident during Thanksgiving? And this person, Northside Bill 1, said, I was around 5 to 6 years old. Us kids were playing hide and seek, and I hid away in the back of Grandma's closet. While I was hiding back there, I found this beautiful deep red robe. I assumed it belonged to my grandfather who died just after I was born. I tried it on, and it was huge on me, but the silk felt really smooth and cool, so I decided to go ask my grandma if I could have it to grow into. Turns out, Granddad was a Grand Dragon in the Carolina KKK, and it was his ceremonial robe. The family members who didn't know about this already were highly upset. The ones who knew were embarrassed as heck. There was a small riot when I walked into the kitchen wearing it. That was an awkward Thanksgiving.
You don't say.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy for a 5 to 6 year old to walk into. But yeah, so that's one of them.
Hold up. He was a Grand Master?
Grand Dragon, whatever
Grand
that
Dragon,
means.
whatever
I'm
it
not
is.
familiar with the
I think that
hierarchy.
means, so you know how normally they wear a white cloak?
Yeah.
The higher ups wear a red cloak.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Remember when we went to the most racist town in America?
Yep.
Well, supposedly.
Supposedly.
That's their nickname. And
to this day, it's been the place where people have been the nicest.
Yeah, that's what we were going to say. Or I was going to say. They were super, super nice. We stopped at a little local grocery store. And the whole time they were just very polite. Thank you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, no, you go ahead first. Just very, very nice the whole time.
Holding the door open for
Yeah.
you.
Nice people.
Yeah, it was very...
Our experience was good.
Yeah. So I remember I was pretty nervous getting there. I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Even though you were more nervous than I was. And Yeah, I'm a little darker.
Yeah, but that was interesting. So the rest of the ones that I have are all under the same question that somebody asked, and it's
Ooh,
also
okay.
from Ask Reddit. So, I am a wolf said, what is the trashiest thing somebody has done at your family Thanksgiving? So, all of the cat said,
What are these animal usernames?
I don't know.
I am
Then
the
the
wolf and
next
I.
one too is an animal one, but anyway, it says my mom told my cousin's husband not to cuss in front of their baby because she'll eventually repeat it. I get it.
Okay.
Not her place, maybe. Cousin's husband pulls out his gun and threatens to shoot my mom for telling him what to do. He looks exactly like you'd imagine.
Probably like a wife beater, receding hairline, or barely have any hair,
Okay.
beard gut.
So the next one is Shandabear17. She said, the woman my cousin had just married stole a Costco-sized box of individually wrapped Cheez-It packages from my garage. I just happened to notice they were gone when putting food in the fridge, asked about it publicly, and she locked up, started stuttering, and went to get them out of her car. She returned with the excuse, I thought these were mine. I thought these were mine. I have a box just like them at home.
So how did they get at this house if she thought they were hers?
I have no idea. I think she just freaked out and
Yeah.
didn't have.
That's an an oddly specific thing to steal.
Yeah. She really wanted the cheeses.
You have another one? I like these.
Yeah, I have two more. One of them is just kind of funny. This person, Manhattan Maven, said, this isn't an isolated thing, but if someone doesn't show up for Thanksgiving or Christmas, we automatically check the inmate records at the county jail.
Wow.
It's happened a few times that someone's absence is accounted for by an arrest and or jail stay.
There's no way. What kind of family do you have?
And then she put, in 2016, my brother was a no-show for Christmas, and we checked the jail's website. We saw our unique last name on their roster and assumed he'd been arrested. Turns out it was my uncle. I never did ask my brother where he was that year.
I wonder why you wouldn't ask your brother.
Yeah.
There's something behind all this.
For sure.
A bigger story. Very suspicious.
Yeah.
But how often are people getting arrested the day before Thanksgiving? Or the night before? I guess maybe drunk driving and public intoxication.
She just said that they don't show up for Thanksgiving. Could be that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. They didn't have to get incarcerated right before. You have another one?
Yeah, I have one more. This is my last one.
Okay.
It says, Homanisto. They have some interesting Reddit names out here.
Yeah, they really do.
So it says, I was at my wife's uncle's house for Thanksgiving, and his wife decided right after dinner to play their wedding video because it was also their anniversary weekend. She looks for a half hour to find the videotape, finds it, and gathers a whole dinner party, 25-ish people, to the back room area, plays the video, and right as she's walking down the aisle, midway down the aisle, it goes fuzzy and cuts to Dale Earnhardt's funeral. Uncle Joe used that tape to record Dale Earnhardt's funeral. Granted, it was in small town Michigan where the NASCAR track is, but still, everyone froze in complete shock, and I started laughing and felt like I was in a sitcom, but it was real life.
That sounds straight out of a sitcom. Oh my God. There's some interesting people out there.
Yeah.
He said, oh, quick, I got to record this. Put the VHS in.
Yeah, he just grabbed a VHS and was
Whichever
like,
one was
this'll
close.
do.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how it used to be?
Yeah.
Just a VHS, you have to record over it. Nowadays, you can just look up anything online.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and stream it.
Yeah.
But back then, no, you have to record it.
Yeah, you have to get your little VHS, pop it in, and Might even record over something if it
Mhm.
was already something's already on
I
there.
remember when 9/11 happened, my dad wanted to record everything, and so he grabbed a VHS tape. And normally you have the ones that are made specifically for recording, if you want to record a home video or whatever you wanted to do. But we didn't have any more, and so he grabbed. It was our favorite movie at the time. It was a dinosaur movie from Disney. It's not that popular, but I don't know how to explain it. I think it was honestly just called Dinosaurs. Loved that movie, but that's the only VHS tape he could find at the moment. He popped it in and started recording over it,
Oh my god.
and he still has it to this day.
Really?
Yeah, because he thinks it's like not cool because it's 9/11 wasn't cool, but he's like, oh, we have
Just
the
fact that he
VHS tape.
recorded
Yeah,
what was going on live. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I was in first grade when that happened. I have one more Thanksgiving one. It's a little bit about Thanksgiving, but it's coming from the subreddit anti-work.
Okay.
This one got really popular around, I want to say 3 years ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very popular subreddit where it's basically it's anti-work, people that are against working. They are against the man, and they kind of explain all these different ways to take advantage of a company, or they're like, yeah, I'm working 3 jobs, work from home, but I only work like 20 hours a week and I make this amount of money, stuff like that. They just kind of talk about stuff like that. But this one's not really very anti-worky, but I thought it was a little bit wholesome. And the title is, this one's from Watkinobi. And the title is, my son just quit his $45,000 a year job without any prospects and asked if he could move back home. And it goes on to say, I was shocked, needless to say. He was so excited when he got the job right out of college, and my wife and I rejoiced with him. Over the course of the next couple of years, however, I saw the joy, not just about the job, but about his life in general, just drain away. Over Thanksgiving, he talked about insane deadlines, a boss who micromanaged, and a business owner who ruled with an iron fist. I encouraged him, but could tell he wasn't the happy-go-lucky son I once had. So this past weekend, when he told us over the phone, because he lives in a neighboring state, he walked off from his job after a heated argument with his boss. He started sobbing and apologizing. And I said, son, you have nothing to apologize for. No job is worth what I see this job is doing to you. His shame was compounded by being married for only a couple of years and having a 2-year-old daughter. He then asked if they could stay with us for a couple of months until he figures things out. Told him not to worry, we've got a big house and everyone's welcome. More apologies came, promises. We made him promise that he'd get a job as soon as he could. No, he promised that he'd get a job as soon as he could. My wife and I told him not to worry about it. In fact, we said one condition we have of him returning would be that he not find work until he's taking care of himself. He struggles with depression anyway, so I said he should see a psych therapist, get the help he needs to recover his mental wellness, and go from there. No timelines, no promises needed. He was beyond grateful. No parent wants to see their child struggle because of their job. So this is a shout out to all parents of children regardless of age. We can be a part of the anti-work labor movement. We can be a safe haven from abusive work relationships. We can trust our kids to make the right choice and encourage them to do whatever they think they need to have a fulfilling, happy life. The only thing any good parent ever wants from their children is that they have the best of all life has to offer.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it's sad too because he said that he could see the joy, not just about the job, but about life in general, just being sucked out of him.
Yeah.
While working there. And it sucks because imagine getting, he didn't say it was his dream job, but it was fresh out of college. He got a high paying job and he was really excited about it. And then it's like, I hate this job, but I can't tell my parents that I hate it yet. I know I've only been married for a couple years and I already have a 2-year-old daughter, so he feels a little bit of shame. He's like, I'm letting my parents down. I'm not doing everything the traditional way. And for him to quit without having another job lined up, that's scary.
Yeah.
But I just liked it because the dad was such a good dad. I mean, the parents were in general, and just, lending out a helping hand when needed. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes some parents will, because they love you sometimes too, will be like, hey, why are you leaving your job? At least stay with the job until you find another one. And I feel like they were pretty understanding and were just kind of like, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, and helping him out in that time of need.
Yeah. You, your wife, and your daughter can come live with us.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice, especially now that we're parents. Like, could you imagine if our baby, when he's all grown up, he's like working at this place and he loves the job originally, and then he comes to us and he's like, you just see him not be happy anymore, his happy self that he always is.
Yeah.
And then you see him being sadder and sadder and sadder, and finally just tells you, hey, look, I'm quitting my job, or I quit my job. Like, on a level, you got to be happy for him, because you're like, finally he quit the job that's taking everything away from him. He's going to be happy again.
Right.
But at the same time, you're going to be a little sad because
Yeah.
losing a job and being in a rough situation like that. But that's what we're here for.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the top comment, it's actually the complete opposite, and says, you're a great parent. My mom kicked me out a week after high school without a driver's license.
Wow.
And I've never understood that. It's a very American culture here.
Yeah.
That once you turn 18, you're out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And in Hispanic cultures and most Hispanic countries, that is not the way at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to tell you this.
Yeah.
We know this, but
you stay with your parents till you get married.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. I mean, I was 24. Yeah. I just turned 24 before we got married. And I was living with my parents that entire time. And you too. You were 24 before. Well, you were in college.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
Yeah.
you still moved out completely, went to a whole different state before, or waited until you got married. And same with my brother. I mean, he's not married yet, but he lived with my parents until he's 3 years older than me, until he was 28 or 29. It's just the way we do it.
Right. Yeah.
I could never see myself kicking out my son or any other future kids that we may have.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, oh, you're 18, go figure it out.
Yeah.
That's just, you're setting them up for failure.
Yeah. It's so weird how different cultures do different things.
Mm-hmm. But I did like this one because it was from the anti-work subreddit. And that got me thinking of some of the comments we're talking about, how corporations and companies shouldn't make people work during these holidays. It should just be a complete shutdown. And it reminded me of when my dad was working at Walmart. He worked every single holiday. Thanksgiving, he wouldn't enjoy dinners with us. Christmas, same thing. He'd work late. And when he first started working there, he was working overnight. And so we would have to eat our Christmas meal real quick, open our presents before we even go to sleep. So then he can go to work, and, he wouldn't get to enjoy it. He'd come home from work the next day. He'd try to stay up, play games with us and whatnot, play with our new toys and all that good stuff. But he just couldn't. He'd be too tired, so he would have to go to sleep, and it was just horrible. And then I worked in retail myself at a grocery store, and I worked every single holiday.
Yeah.
I worked there for 6 years, and I worked every single holiday. There wasn't a single holiday I did not work. And a lot of the times I also wanted to work. You got paid a little bit more. I was single. I didn't really have anyone that depended on me or anything like that. But then when you really think about it, it's kind of sad, because I would miss out on the Thanksgiving dinner prep and all the hanging out with the family. Even though, I mean, we all lived together, but still, I would go to work and get off at like 6:30 or 7, come home, eat for Thanksgiving dinner, say, okay, bye, love you, and then go Black Friday shopping. And so that leads me to my other little tiny topic that I have, and it's Black Friday shopping. And we did it last year for the first time together. You
Yeah.
did it. What did you think of it?
Um, it was fun. I liked getting up. It's rough getting up really early. I think we got up at like 4 in the morning,
Think so. It was like 3 or 4.
and it was crazy because we were done shopping like right around the time the sun was coming up. That was like my favorite feeling ever. It was like, whoa, I just did so much before the sun even came up.
Before people even woke up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Um, but I will say it was a little underwhelming because at that point, when we did it, it was like it's way after the craziness of everything. So I feel like there's never crazy deals now. And not that I needed anything really crazy. It's not like I wanted a TV for like $2 or anything, but like,
$2 is crazy.
but it just, I feel like I just kind of shopped just for fun. Wasn't like I was looking for any crazy deals or anything. Not like there wasn't really any anyway, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
It is fun. I did it. I've done it a couple times. The first time I did it with my brother and my friend. He was our childhood friend. I was gonna say he was more of my brother's friend, but he was honestly equally the same amount of our friends. But he was closer in age with my brother. They were the same age. And he was like, "Hey, I want to go to Best Buy for Black Friday. I want to wait in line. Do you guys want to wait in line with us or with me?" And we were like, I don't know. And my dad's like, "Oh, you guys should. I have a TV. I really want this a new TV." And so we're like, you know what? Okay, yeah, we'll go with you. We'll get a TV. And he's like, okay, cool. We have to get there at earliest 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning when? And he was like, the day before. So
Oh
on
my
Thursday, on
gosh.
Thanksgiving. And so we did that. What we did was we got up early. It was like 6 or 7 in the morning. My dad was getting up ready early too, so he can get ready to go to work. And my mom was like, okay, well, since we're doing this, we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner before everyone leaves the house. And we had a Thanksgiving dinner at like 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So it was a Thanksgiving breakfast. And we quickly ate and we headed over to Best Buy. And there were already, like 7 people ahead of us that were camping out there since 6 in the morning. They literally had like a tent and everything. And it was 20 degrees, 30 degrees. And I was not ready for that type of weather
Oh my
at
gosh.
all. We were not prepared. And I mean, we were bundled up a little bit, but not to the point where we should have, because you're going to be waiting in line we got there at, I think it was 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., one of those. So we were there for 14 hours until they opened up. This is back when Black Friday was actually on Black Friday at midnight, And we waited there for, 14 hours
Jeez.
in the cold. But at one point, so I don't know if you remember I almost said the city name, in my hometown, the Best Buy where it's situated, it's across from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a huge giant parking lot.
Yeah.
And strip mall over here and Walmart over there. And it's across the street from Walmart, or from the parking lot. And my dad worked there. So we asked him, can you bring us some blankets? So he bought some blankets and brought it to us. And at one point we were like, okay, we really need to use the bathroom. And we were like, all right, so how are we going to do this? And one of us left. They came back, and then it was my brother and I were like, let's just go back together so we can make it faster, because I can't wait any longer. So we both go to Walmart. We use the bathroom. We come back. And at this point, the line's huge. There's like 200-300 people maybe in line.
Gee.
And there's officers now and security, and they put some, like, not some tape, but those, what do you call those things that they control traffic almost for people? Like at grocery stores, they put little metal poles that have
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
but those things,
Yeah.
little barriers for the first like 20 or 30 people, because the first 20 or 30 people in line got dibs on certain things that they wanted. And then everyone else, it's you snooze, you lose. If there isn't any more, you don't get anything. And when we're going back in line, we see our friend. He's still there hanging out. And so we kind of go under the little tape. And then all the people behind us are like, hey, what are you doing? Get back in the line. You're cutting. Hey, officer, look at him. And we're like, no, we've been here. And they're like, no. And they're cussing at us the whole time. They're like, get out there. Blah, 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 blah. All these different things. We're like, yo, chill. We want to use the bathroom. We've been here. And they're like, no, you haven't. You're trying to cut. Blah, blah, blah. I've been here since 5 p.m. And we're like, we've been here since 10 a.m. And then the people in front of us, because you kind of, by no choice, honestly, just because you're already there with a lot of, or with all those people for 5, 10 plus hours, you kind of become friends and you start talking like, oh, what are you here for? And how long have you been waiting? And so we befriended the people in front of us and behind us in our little area. And so they come and they're like, no, they've been here since 10 a.m. They've been here since 10 a.m. Because the police were trying to kick us out now.
Oh my god.
They're like, no, you can't go in there. We're like, we've been waiting since 10. And so thankfully everyone else was like, no, they've been here since 10. And they let us in. Ultimately went and got a TV. I think it was like $200 for a 55-inch, which you wouldn't even get that now. It was a Samsung one. And we got the TV, and that was my first experience doing Black Friday shopping. And it is like they say, like when they open up the doors, people start running in there.
Oh god.
Like, do you remember the stories of when people would get trampled and die, like employees or customers?
Yeah, I was never experienced any of that, but I would see it. I would hear about it on the news, and they would show like crazy videos.
It's sad, honestly. It was honestly insane, but it is fun. It's just really fun. And I know I would probably get hate from people that work retail, because I mean, I worked retail and people would be like, oh, it sucks that you have to work on Thanksgiving, or it sucks that you're here on Black Friday. It's like, if you guys weren't coming in, we wouldn't be open.
Right.
So they never understand that, but I still love Black Friday shopping. I know I shouldn't because of me working retail, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
You're just trying to find a good deal, and it's just so early, and everyone in the world is out and about at 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's just fun. Yeah, a fun time.
Yeah.
I hate it though now, because now they start like Black Friday sales like
now. If you go to Walmart, they already have Black Friday sales since
they'll be like
last
a week ahead, and I'm like, what? Or they'll be like Black Friday deals starting on Thanksgiving Day, and you're like, okay. There's no real like, it's like Black Friday's just, it's just another day now, I feel like.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are like, well, I'll just wait until it goes online.
Yeah.
Or I'll just do online shopping, or do Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And it's not, like you said, it's not the same thing, unfortunately. And the deals aren't as good.
Yeah.
They're not as good anymore. You'll see the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's a website for it. I don't remember what it's called, but it keeps track of the price of an item. And a lot of people will put that a certain thing that they're looking for to buy on Black Friday. They're like, oh, I want to see if it goes down. And it's currently $500, let's say, on Amazon. Come Black Friday, they'll mark it as a Black Friday deal, upcharge it. So they'll say the original price is $750 and say, oh, look, there's a 25% discount, or that was bad math, but or whatever, to get it down to 500, which was already the original price. And they'll say, Black Friday deal, you're saving this much. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty crazy.
Back in the day, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You go in there and you get your $200 TV. Or with video games, they used to be, so a normal and brand new game that comes out, $60. And now, or on Black Friday, that's when I would get most of my games. You could go to Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, wherever it may be, and walk in there, go to their little game section, and the newest game that usually Call of Duty comes out in November, like November 11, 12, or around that time period. That's when I would get my Call of Duty, because it would go on sale for $30.
Wow.
So half off. Now you can't even get a $30 game.
Really?
Not until maybe 2 years after the game is released. They'll lower it to $30. Yeah. But
they still cost around $60 then?
I think they're actually 70 now,
70.
which is surprising that it took them 15, 20 years to raise the price of a video game with all that it goes into. But all that to say, we're going to be doing Thanksgiving at her parents' house. And I don't think we'll have a turkey. But I don't think we're going to do Black Friday shopping either, because we will be going to the Egg Bowl.
Yes. It's going to be very, 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 very cold. But usually, I don't know about usually, but I would, about 90% of the time, they do it on Thanksgiving, which is not my favorite.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I like it because if I don't want to go, or maybe, I mean, every year I feel like it's fun to go, but if you don't go, it's kind of cool because you watch it on TV, you're eating food, and it's fun like that. But if you want to go and it always lands on Thanksgiving, I feel like I always hate kind of missing the whole Thanksgiving dinner and not doing that stuff to go to the Egg Bowl. So this year, since it's on Black Friday, it's pretty cool. You still get to do your Thanksgiving, and then the next day is when you go to the Egg Bowl. But it is going to be very, very, very cold. So mentally preparing for that.
It's going to be fun, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
For our viewers, the Egg Bowl, for anyone that doesn't know, that doesn't follow college football, is like a little local rivalry trophy, is how I would explain it. And it's between Ole Miss, so the University of Mississippi, and Mississippi State. The winner gets the Egg Bowl, a little trophy. It's in the shape of an egg.
Yeah.
Wow. And they play it every year, like she said, on Thanksgiving. This time it's on Black Friday. And her brother is actually a Mississippi State fan, and he's coming with us. And obviously we're Ole Miss fans, and so it's a little house divided, and it'll be a lot of fun. But deep down, he knows that he's an Ole Miss fan.
I mean, he literally goes to Ole Miss,
Yeah.
which is even funnier. But
he could have gone to State.
He could have gone to State, but he chose not to. So I'm pretty sure deep down in there, he is an Ole Miss fan.
He knows.
He can't not be one.
He knows who's better, who's a better school, better academics, better sports, better everything.
Better pizza.
Better Domino's. Is that how the slogan goes?
I have no idea.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for this bonus episode.
Yeah, just a quick little fun episode. Nothing too serious.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys are watching this or listening to this, it will be Thanksgiving. Maybe you guys are cooking and you'll have us in the background, or you guys already ate and you're trying to wind down and you're watching it, or it's early in the morning. You just woke up, you want to watch something, you could be listening to us right now. So shout out to future you guys.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday. I hope you guys find some good deals. That's true. To all who celebrate. But that was fun.
Yeah.
I think that's all. You want to say bye to the people, or should I?
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
See you guys.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. And leave us any stories, any topics, anything you guys want us to talk about on our Reddit. And we also have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the things.
Blue Sky, we're trying that out. With Blue Sky being up and coming right now, we're probably aging this episode hardcore by saying that, because in a year or two from now, Blue Sky is probably not even going to exist.
I just found out what Blue Sky is the other day, so.
We also have our Patreon. Don't forget, this episode is going to be on Patreon for all our members, and it's also going to be on all of our platforms, since it's the very first time we're doing the bonus episodes. But in our Patreon, we have 3 different tiers. We're still trying to figure out the benefits of it, but for now, the first tier, you get 4 extra stories once a week, and second tier is you get everything from tier 1, which is 4 extra stories and 1 full episode. And the third tier is where you get everything we just mentioned, But then they also get behind the scene footage. They get, if they want uncut raw videos, they get early access to our video, so that it'll be posted one day early. And they also get um, access to our little private chat where they can recommend future episode ideas or stories, and they can share the stories and be guaranteed to be shared on a future episode.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So you guys should definitely check that out. Be a part of that. Send us your story so you can hear it on the pod.
And we really appreciate all the support you guys will give us. Because honestly, without you guys, we can't do this pod. We can't upgrade our, tech,
Our tech, our equipment.
our equipment, our setup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, join our social media groups and everything. But we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.